Hey everybody, I'm here with a quick video on the Guardian that is currently overseeing Wendy Williams. Well, listen, after seeing the documentary, I think we all could agree we thought the woman was a little bit shady at the very least. Well, come to find out, she's extremely shady. She's currently being sued along with some other lawyers for falsely getting a guardianship over another gentleman because he had won some $5.5 million case. And Sabrina, along with some other lawyers, allegedly bamboozled this guy, got guardianship over him that he didn't need in efforts to try to steal his money. And now they're fighting back and they want $30 million in damages. So why is someone who is a lawyer being allowed to be the guardian over Wendy Williams' finances while they are currently themselves under investigation and being sued? This whole thing is insane. And now I know from reading this article, which I'm going to share with y'all in a minute, that apparently all guardianships in New York City are kept under sealed automatically. I thought they were selling it to be shady, but it seems like that is the law. But my thing is, if you did everything on the up and up, then why can't we see it? It's our public dollars that pay for all the court fees and the courtrooms and all of that. And that is why cases, for the most part, unless people ask for them, that's why they're not sealed. That's why they're public information. Now, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know all the details, but they're public information because our tax dollars go for these courtrooms and everything else. So that's why most cases, unfortunately, they're not sealed. You have to ask for them to be sealed and then it has to be granted. But apparently when it comes to this guardianship thing, it's an automatic that the case is sealed. That is interesting. And that's how a lot of people get exploited because the public can't just get a hold of it. And I'm wondering what the rules and regulations are if you are even a family member that this has happened to, how you can get access to that information. Listen, guys, we're going to get more into this story right after this. All right, guys, let me go ahead and share screen. This woman, she's very shady. This whole situation with Wendy is shady. It's sad. It's a hot mess. But this Sabrina, at best, should not be the one over Wendy Williams' finances. I won't be surprised if there's barely a dime left, right? So under fire, Wendy Williams' guardian accused of robbing a client in a $30 million lawsuit while controlling the troubled host's finances. Wendy's guardian is accused of profiting off of sham litigations. So to round this thing up, because it's going to be a lot of wording here with the lawyers that are involved on both sides, that this Sabrina is being accused of scamming. Right. So Sabrina, along with other lawyers, they said about 10 other attorneys were named as defendants in the lawsuit. So there is a gentleman. His name is Jose. He was in an accident. OK, so it was a personal injury claim where he won $5.5 million. So allegedly, Sabrina, along with 10 other lawyers, were in cahoots to kind of steal said money away from this man that won it. Now, he was in some type of construction accident where he sustained head and back injuries. When it was time for him to collect his money, Sabrina other lawyers went to the guy saying that in order for him to get his money, he needed to sign this. And what they wanted him to sign was, it was in accordance with, let me just come down a little bit, mental hygiene law. So they was claiming that they told him, this gentleman, that he had to sign to have a guardianship for whatever reason, or else he wasn't going to be able to get his own money. Okay. And Sabrina was in on the scam, allegedly. And her and some other lawyers, conspired together to make this man feel like he had to sign this guardianship paperwork so they can allegedly take his $5.5 million windfall, so to speak. And not really a windfall. He was legit in a bad accident, right? So he deserved the money. And when they did this, as part of everything that goes on in the court, she doesn't have to come anything out of pocket up front. Like none of her fees in order to get this guardianship or whatever has to be done are going to get paid. And then you're awarded money to be said person's guardian. Okay. And she, because of what he signed and didn't even know what was going on, she was his guardian from January 19, 2010. So for 5 years to October 7, 2015. So pretty much when they found out that the scam and the sham was going on, they hired lawyers to say, like, listen, this is happening to me. Somebody help. Somebody help me. It was a scheme. It was a plan. So Sabrina is allegedly shady. And I'm sure when it came to Wendy Williams, another high profile person with money, Sabrina was part of the scam to get Wendy under this guardianship so that she could probably cipher out Wendy Williams' money. The sad part is, I wonder how much of Wendy Williams' money is still in the bank versus not in the bank. I wonder how much Sabrina took from her. And I wonder how a court allows Sabrina to still be a guardian when she has this case going against her from Jose, a whole nother client who she bamboozled along with others to serve so he could be in a conservatorship. It's sad. The court system is very scary. And if you are a person that is not sure, and a lot of people, they really, really trust lawyers, doctors, and all of that. And you can't be afraid of all of them, or else you'll be walking around just scared and you won't get anything done. But you do have to do your homework. So the case estimated, the one that Sabrina is being accused of, and they're suing for $30 million in damages. The case estimated that at the Jose initial award, he had $2.47 million left after attorney fees, case expenses, and discharge of liens. But in the following years, the defendants allegedly pursued litigation without his client's consent to the tune of at least another $1.1 million. The claims were dismissed voluntarily before Sabrina or any other defendants filed the answer responding to specific allegations. Sabrina was contacted for her comment in connection with the story. Of course, she didn't want to say anything. The suit against Sabrina now alleged that the plaintiffs thwarted for years Jose's rightful emancipation from his guardianship, and that they strenuously sought to insulate Jose from discovering that guardianship was being exploited for their own financial gain. The case claims that Jose's daughter tried to get her father out of the conservatorship in 2021. The case alleges that Jose's medical records confirmed his capacity for more than a decade. The steadfast refusal of the guardians in the court to arrange for a capacity hearing to determine the necessity of guardianship ultimately required Fatima, and that's his daughter, to file an Article 78 proceeding ordering this hearing. The following stated: in the suit, multiple doctors gave assertions to Jose's cognitive abilities, and they said that he was not deficient. So just like with Wendy Williams, they said they've been trying to fight, but they can't win the fight. It's the same thing for this gentleman that he is accusing that Sabrina had put him in pretty much an illegal guardianship. Okay. The guardian is using me to sue without permission, and it has and continues to cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars in attorney fees, right? So what also happened here was that Sabrina was trying to how do I explain this to y'all? Sabrina was trying to sue more people. Sabrina and other lawyers was trying to continue to sue for the client Jose to get more money without his permission, but they was able to do it because she was the guardian. It's just a hot mess. It's a hot mess. All I could say is that the courts need to do better when it comes to this guardianship. Sabrina is a total fraud. I'm going to put this article in the description of the videos in case you want to read it yourself. And then also, let me go back up here. And it says most conservatorship cases in New York State are filed under seal. So if you got a whole lot of people in cahoots to kind of bamboozle somebody, you know, you could get a corrupt judge perhaps and corrupt lawyers, and they all say, you know what, let's do this. And if we get this thing done, you get 500,000, you get 100,000 for your part, you get 200,000 for your part, and they're stealing money from the client that they're supposed to be protecting. I again have to say that I hope this Wendy Williams documentary expose everybody and that it helps Wendy get under the right people. I'm sure she's in a great facility with the right care, but I want the right people to be over her helping to make the decisions. A lot of people are 10 toes down. They keep saying this is Wendy's karma. Let me say this. If all it took was talking about people for you to get calmer, what people are trying to say, then we all would be on the side of the road somewhere, needing oxygen, life support, and all kind of things. I don't know a perfect person. And just because she said her stuff in public, does that make her any worse than the people that are saying it in private or texting it to people and going around behind people's backs and saying anything? Are you better if you talk about somebody and don't get caught? And the person that gets caught or says it out loud, they're the worst devil. But the people that are doing it behind people's back, they're better. I don't think this is Wendy's karma. If that's the case, there's people that unalive people. Why are they still good? I think this is a result of her lifestyle and a whole bunch of other things. But listen, guys, chat with me in the comments. And when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. Don't forget, hit the like button, guys. I'll see you in the next video. What do you think about this, Sabrina? And I think Sabrina should be off a Wendy case like right now. Talk to me, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.